So the question is, can you be saved within Christianity, the beliefs of Christianity, without believing in the Trinity, the Godhead, being a member of the church, etc. So this is Luke chapter 28, because
Hmm.
sorry, Luke chapter 23, and we scroll all the way down. Okay, and this is where Jesus is on the cross, and there were two people with him. Okay,
Yep.
so I want you to follow me carefully on this. Okay,
Yep.
we're asking ourselves the questions: what is the requirement of belief in order to be saved? Do we
Hmm.
understand the question?
Yep.
Okay, so let's start with verse 39. Can you guys see it properly? Do I need to
Yes.
zoom in?
No, we can see it.
Okay, it says, so verse 38, it says, one of the criminals who was hanging there railed at Jesus, saying, aren't you the Christ? Save yourself and us. But the other criminal rebuked him, saying, don't you fear God, since you are under the same sentence of condemnation? And we rightly so, for we are getting what we deserve for what we did. But this man has done nothing wrong. Then he said, Jesus, remember me when you come in your kingdom. And Jesus said to him, I tell you the truth. Today you will be with me in paradise.
Hmm.
Okay, so do you agree with me that Jesus says to one of these people on the cross that they've earned their salvation?
Yep.
He's guaranteeing that this person is going to heaven. Okay, so we
100%.
ask the question again, what did this person have to believe, not do, but have to believe in order to get to heaven? So there are just a couple of things, but he says that we have to fear God, right? That those are one of the things that you fear God. So fear of God is one. The other is that Jesus is innocent, that this man has done nothing wrong. Do you agree so far?
Yeah, and then also that they accept that they don't deserve to be in heaven either.
No, no, no. We're trying to understand what are the beliefs
Hmm.
required for Jesus to then say this man deserves to go to heaven. So the first one is that the man fears God,
Yep.
right? The man says he fears God,
Hmm.
because right, uh, that he fears God, and we continue that Jesus is a what? A man who has done nothing wrong,
Yep.
right? Does he call him a god in this verse or a man?
A man.
A man who has done nothing wrong. So it's two things so far: fear
Hmm.
God and that Jesus was innocent or did nothing wrong. And the last one was that Jesus has a kingdom. So for us, so Jesus is a king of a kingdom. Right? He believes that Jesus has a God, correct?
Do I believe Jesus is God? Yeah.
No, not Jesus is God, that Jesus has a kingdom.
Oh, I hear you now. Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus has a kingdom, right? Now he is a man who is innocent and has a kingdom. Do you agree to that so far?
Yep.
All right. So did the man say anything about Jesus being God?
Mm-mm.
Simple question. Yes, no, what?
Uh, I would say yeah because he's the kingdom says.
Sorry, hold on. Where in the statement or in this passage is anything mentioned of Christ's divinity? Or am I
Or
tripping
that
here?
or that
No, no, I
Christ
get what
is
you're
God.
saying. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
No, but
like
It says, "Remember me when
yeah.
you come in your kingdom."
yeah, but how does that
Yes.
make him? Where's the divinity though? I'm
What kind of what kind of man is has authority over their kingdom
okay.
in
The
Hold
heaven?
on one
king,
second.
The
Okay,
king.
the prime minister, the
yeah.
queen.
Okay.
Right? Jesus is the Christ, right? The point of the Christ is that he rules over God's kingdom because God has elected the Messiah to lead and teach the Jewish people,
Hmm.
right? So if Jesus is the Christ and he is innocent of the allegations raised against him and he is a man, then Jesus has a kingdom.
Okay.
right? So the thing is, he didn't need to believe that Jesus was God. He described Jesus as a man. He actually says that you should fear God, not fear Jesus, okay? And he
Hmm.
says that we're under the same sentence as this man. So those are the
Hmm.
things that got him into heaven. Jesus heard the man say these words and granted him paradise, the judgment of paradise. I put the question to you, that means that what is sufficient to get into paradise are the beliefs that you have to fear God, which we Muslims believe, that Jesus is innocent, which is what we Muslims believe, that Jesus was a man, that's what we Muslims believe, and that Jesus has a king, Jesus has a kingdom to inherit. He will lead the people as their Messiah. That's a Muslim belief. Jesus the Messiah in Islam. So do Muslims not meet the standard for belief according to these passages?
Yep.
Right. So now, see, that was my point. That you can get to heaven in Christianity without having to believe that all 28 books are inspired. You don't have to believe in the Apostle Paul, the Trinity. You don't have to
Hmm.
belong to a church. None of these things except these three, right? Look how simple it was. And these things are what Islam teaches. That's where I would leave it. But yeah.
Very nicely done, Ijaz.